All right, never mind. I was going
It
to
is
ask
cold
Rylan.
as balls out
What
here.
What were you going to ask him? We could just
No,
delete
no,
it.
you already went live. It's live right now.
We're not live. Why would you say we're live?
There's a red
You
thing up at the top of the screen that says live
literally trying to get me
as a
canceled.
counter.
What could you say to get you canceled?
Oh, I
Let's
had
just
something.
everybody remove from the list hard R. What could you say to get canceled?
Do you? So, like you're saying, I'm not saying it, but if I were going to say it, what would I say? So I can't get in trouble if I do it that way.
I think
I'm
if you
saying-
say I'm not saying, I'm just saying before
I'm
you
just
say
saying.
it, then
Makes a good point, my man.
Yeah.
Makes a great point. I'm saying, what is it that you think you could say that would get you effectively canceled?
I got some stuff.
Like, would you lose your job at the tire shop?
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure. There's some things you could say that you think they would notice.
Here's the deal: corporate America is not super excited about people going out there and saying stuff on podcasts that could get them canceled.
Exercising their full-blown rights in the bastion of free speech that is this. Like, give us your Charlie Kirk hot takes real quick.
I will not do that. No, I will not give you my Charlie Kirk hot takes.
you guys know I don't go to the For You tab because I've been news sober for, I don't know, 4 years, but 4+ years now. But did you know the For You tab came up? Did you know there's people that think that he didn't actually get killed?
Why
Like
wouldn't
they were
it be,
saying, look,
Riley?
his hands in his casket aren't as big as his hands in this picture, or something along those lines.
Yeah,
I mean,
why
I didn't
wouldn't there
click
be?
into it.
Why wouldn't
It's
there
just,
be?
I'm not surprised, but I'm just,
That seems like pretty run-of-the-mill and routine at this point. We were doing that with Tupac.
that's a good
Like,
old
come on.
American classic that they didn't
Yeah.
get killed. I know. It's just like it could
Elvis
not
is
be
still
more.
tearing them
It
up
could-
at Mar-a-Lago.
It could not be more on video. It's the second most shocking recorded killing of a notable person of my lifetime, next to when they beheaded that journalist in Afghanistan really early on in the conflict over there, Daniel Pearl. That's the only thing I think that was more shocking.
Speaking of Daniel Pearl, do y'all ever just think about how Elvis just like paraded a 13-year-old girlfriend out there, and it was just like, that's just the world.
Jerry
our
Lee Lewis
parents-
did too.
That's just the world our parents came up in. Not our grandparents, not like our great grandparents, but just our parents. We're just out there like, look at this dude shaking his head, singing his song at 27 and marrying a 13-year-old.
And if you're Elvis and you're that age, why aren't you targeting a 25-year-old? And I don't mean targeting in a bad way. I just mean generically. Why aren't you trying to be with a 25-year-old?
You mean like
on, man.
putting your hand in the ground and rushing towards her and hitting her right in the head with your head?
No, I think targeting would be more like if you were like a strong safety and you launched. I don't think you'd have a hand on the ground.
But let's be realistic,
Targeting,
though.
I think you have to leave your feet for it to be targeting, right? I don't know.
Probably still fairly legal to target your 13-year-old wife at whatever time frame that was going on, right?
I mean, it had to. Well, but Jerry Lee Lewis got in trouble at the same time for doing the same thing because.
No, I'm saying you could
or
have
wait,
a
no,
13-year-old
it was-
wife,
was it
and then
because
you
they
could
were-
make her line up at quarterback, and then you could hit her above her shoulder pads, and nobody would have said anything.
Oh, certainly, yeah. You can.
You
decleat
won't get a
anyone at
penalty
any
for
time.
that. Yeah,
you wouldn't
won't
have
get a
gotten
penalty.
illegal hands
No.
to the face wasn't a thing.
No,
at
no
that
roughing the
time?
passer. No.
There was certainly no horseback collar. or horse
personal
collar.
foul had to be like, what did you have to do to get a personal foul back then? Like, I don't even really want to know. It's probably not appropriate for this show. That was before we put skirts on them. Have you heard? We've put skirts on them.
I mean, I think you're talking football. I just want to be clear. I'm talking domestic violence.
You're talking both.
And is it an analogy or an allegory?
That's an analogy.
It's an analogy.
An
that I made?
allegory is like a story. An allegory is like a tale, a short narrative, very short one. like brief.
Speaking of
Couple
tail,
paragraph.
Like how short are we talking?
yeah,
Like
Like
short
3
enough for you to feel very
7?
familiar with it, Jace.
7.
Seven.
That was a shot at
Human
Jace.
dads.
Human dads.
Human
That was a
dads.
Human
fucking
dads.
Human
on the
dads.
roof at
Human dads.
Human dads.
Human dads.
Human
Utah
dads.
State.
Human dads.
He knows his buddy.
Dads.
He knows.
Human dads.
Human dads.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Podcast. Human dads. Get up off your ass.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Podcast.
Human dads.
Get up off your ass.
Tell your mom.
Oh, your mom.
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 Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen.
Get up off your ass for the Human Dads Podcast.
Oh,
You heard the man. You heard the damn man.
Get on up off it.
listening live right now. The man
Is he on?
He is on.
He sent me a creation. Would you guys like to hear it?
I think we would all love to hear that.
Or do we
Well,
need
how
a breath
many-
of fresh air real quick before we do more musicings?
How many live streamers do we have, Jace? Because if it's Cortland and 3 other people, play the song. But if there's enough people that we need to tell them what we're doing,
It's
tell them what
not.
we're doing first.
There's no way.
Well, I
we
knew
got-
that.
It's like a
We
I was
million.
hoping he would give us
I
a
think
really
it's
low
like a-
number.
There's a million or so.
It's like a million
Okay,
people.
play the song.
Previously on Human Dads, you just heard an intro. Get ready for some more beat for you. So previously on Human Dads, I demand that we have my friend Mike on. Mike is here.
Who's this guy with hair?
He is Mike.
What? Mike gets a beat?
Or some
What the?
more- do an intro for Mike.
Yeah, Mike,
Mike, Mike, Mike,
Mike,
Mike, Mike, Mike,
Mike,
Mike, Mike, Mike.
PNW Mike. Yeah, Mike, 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 Mike. Yeah,
I'm on the freaking Human Dads podcast. This is amazing.
yeah.
The guy who established the human unit of measure for the height of the famed Trophy Club Eagles Ridge Eagle.
Two-time coitus champion.
Shout out.
Two-time coitus
Cramming
champion.
in dry.
Yeah, medaled in coitus even. Yeah,
Yeah, he medaled.
varsity letterman in coitus.
Mike. First of all, fourth dad.
He was the MVP of the show last week because he brought back coitus champion reference, and he thoughtfully reminded us that he's made coitus champion medals and a Chicken Minute T-shirt. I mean, without Mike and Cortland, what kind of show would really be here right now? Is the real question we got to
agree.
ask ourselves.
Mike's with us live too, for the record. So you
W's
get to hear
in the
that.
chat for Mike. W's all in the chat for Mike.
I really like that Mike. He kind of swung
Yeah,
it a little
kinda.
bit, you know.
Good little
Yeah.
beat
It was
to
just
Makes-
a little behind the beat.
Mm.
I don't know if this is a positive note, encouraging or otherwise for Mike, but I had so many people reach out and said, "Hey, if that's what you meant by being on the show, I think I can do that." Which I was like,
Why do you have to insult our friend?
I did not
week
insult him. I
after.
think he provided a positive experience for
Look at him. Now he's backing away. I totally did insult him.
Little Red Riding Hood, right,
Yeah.
Jace?
Per usual.
No, it was
I thought-
obviously good having Mike
what
on.
I'm saying is I thought he was great and other people noticed that. What are you guys saying?
We know
I'm
what you're
saying that
doing.
I don't think I should be doing this. So
That's fair. I mean, that is real fair. He has, but you've only had like a sip of coffee. Get you a full cup of coffee.
So
had
our
two
guy Rylan.
Christmas parties in 2 nights. Sorry, Jace, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I want to make sure the audience knows that you're not here for a long time, but you're here for a good time because you have a big old buffet of food waiting for your mouth hole right now.
I do. I got free church brunch. It's a massive spread. They're all going to be hungover by their loss to DeSoto last night, which I think is cool. So,
Hey man, I saw the tape. He did not get in. I saw the tape. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Them dudes are out of their damn head if they think that kid crossed the goal line. He did not get close.
I didn't watch, but I was made aware of the scenario, at which point, if you don't get in clearly when you're in that scenario, then you don't win the game. I don't care. But I bring this all up just to announce that for the first time in the history of sports, since two guys sewed up a pigskin and decided to kick it around, the Hamilton Bulldogs will be making an appearance in the Class 2A state championship game this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Jerry World, Arlington, Texas, AT&T Stadium, right there under the Vidya board.
Oh, I got a Fire Bears practice. I was going to say, if ever there was a live game watch that we could pull off, it's got to be that.
I know.
It's got to be.
Well, there's a lot of missed opportunities here because we already got tickets to go see Dave Chappelle later that night. There's this new comedy venue opening up at Toyota Music Factory, but it's this little small, it's like 200, it seats like 200 people. And I somehow got tickets. So we're going to go to the game and probably stay for about a half. But yeah, I thought we could have done a live game watch. Maybe I could have just blasted out a big invite to everybody I know. If you like watching high school football, which is a decent segment of people, certainly
knows a lot of people, Jace.
He does.
Dudes of a certain age, come see the cultural well from which I sprung. Maybe help people understand what's wrong with me a little better. Or I had another friend make a suggestion. I could have hosted a tailgate. How badass would that have been?
Would have been.
The Hamilton people could have came through. The
all
Trophy
the
Club
things that you're saying.
The Human Dads people could have came through.
All the things you're saying all sound could have been consistently football cultural experiences. That's what I'm hearing from you. You could have.
So it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It's also my last work day before January 5th in theory. So I really can't. I mean, I can't even afford to leave work 5 minutes early. I'll probably be working right up until I have to go to the game. So
what day is it?
But hey,
Friday?
Wednesday. Hey, y'all should come out. It's only $20 a ticket. It's very easy to see at Jerry World if 15,000 people are watching.
Are you going to on Wednesday? Are you going to look at all your employees and coworkers and say, "See you next year"?
Bud Dwyer.
I hate that so much.
What?
I probably will.
What'd you say?
Why would he do that, Brad?
I didn't say do anything.
You did. You used it as a verb.
Was Bud Dwyer a performative suicide?
Yeah.
You'll have to refresh my memory.
Took a gun out of a manila envelope and blasted his head.
Oh, yeah.
Brain out.
Did we see a documentary about that?
Shut up, Brad.
Like he was in front of it was like a press conference or something, right?
It was a press conference.
Yeah, I think I saw a documentary about that. Speaking of documentaries, okay, I've had 2 Christmas parties the last 2 nights. Nothing fancy, nothing big, just typical social gatherings of friends and whatever. I'm hearing that we got to stop down for this Diddy documentary on Netflix.
We don't have to.
Not we as a group, but we as a society and a culture. Apparently, there's a lot going on.
I got no concerns over there in that neck of the woods, guys.
What do you mean concerns? What do you work?
I'm good.
You think I'm going to watch it to see if I show up in the footage from the party?
No, I'm just saying, like,
concerns?
That's just one of them things. Like, I'm fine. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm good.
But I don't know. I think there's going to be a nice jog through.
Every cultural touchstone of our youth turn into some just absolute devastation of abuse and mistreatment of other human beings. Like they've already
taken Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson. There's nowhere you can't go. There's nowhere else to go.
I find it out this morning, guys.
At this point, Puff Daddy. Don't tell me you really thought Puff Daddy was anything other than like a. He stole a couple decent beats. And turn the snares up. Good job.
I find it out this morning. We can't even have Jingle Bells.
Oh, really?
Damn Jingle Bells was written as like a minstrel show thing, making fun of black people. and it started out in like a horrible, like it's just got a horrible history.
Yeah,
We can't have nothing.
per everything.
Rye, Jason, and I don't need to ask each other how we're doing because we've seen each other recently.
Oh,
And-
thanks for the invite, guys.
If you wanted
you
to
would
come
not
to
have you would not have enjoyed this invite, right? In
you
fact,
know what? Yeah, hold on, Rye. Let me explain the situation, and I got a question for you. One, I'm going to do one band dad to another band dad, Jace. Riveting experience. I don't know if you want to do a breakdown or a post game, but we love a sixth grade Christmas band concert wherein I shouldn't be talking too loud because my lovely daughter might hear it, but I swear to God, the dude did twice as much talking as the kids did playing.
yeah, he's band director, Notorious Ray.
My
Long
man.
guy. I'm like, dude, let's get out of here. Come on.
My man just up there just handing out thank yous, just monotone talking to in a horrible audio experience, a middle school gym with like one speaker way over back to the left hand side, traveling into a hollow basketball, just the worst. But
Why is
here's
it? I'm not saying that we're good at this, but why is it that nobody who has a segment of their day job to be set up a simple PA and talk to a small crowd of a few hundred people? There's not a goddamn one of them that can do it. Not one.
Dude,
There's not one.
it might as well have been a drive-through speaker talking to 350 people sitting on basketball bleachers. They were asking us if they could take our order in a basketball gym full of parents, just
Piled on top of each other too.
just sitting
If you
next
thought
to
you,
each other.
if you thought you might be relaxed while you're watching this,
Jason and
thing.
I were sitting next to each other, and we're at the top of the bleachers. So at the top of the bleachers, the stanchion, the pole will come down and separate you. So Jason and I couldn't touch elbows. There's about 2 feet of space where that pole takes up. We had people come and take the pole seats. They got half a bleacher they're sitting on between me and Jace. It was
It wasn't-
ridiculous.
it wasn't good.
But here's with my question, Jace. Why can't we, Rylan, you'll appreciate this as a drummer. Maybe you can explain why, but why can't we have the fucking drums be part of the performances? Why does it always have to be the little pads?
It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't. That's a personal problem. I need to write a letter to this guy?
Well,
That's a
these are-
personal problem. That's ridiculous.
These are brand new drummers. We're talking like been
Doesn't
drumming
matter.
for.
I've been to
been
a sixth
drumming
grade
for-
band concert.
Yeah.
They
have
were
percussion.
brand new oboes too, and they didn't
I've been
give them
in.
mute.
I was in multiple sixth grade band concerts 33 years ago, 34, however many years. And I played my real ass snare drum, real ass bass drum, auxiliary, percussion. Yeah, that's just weak. That's weak sauce.
It was the least of my
Speaking of-
worries.
Speaking of drumming, Fire Bears moved to 2-0 on the season yesterday.
We need a
Got the
Fire
W.
Bears sounder. Like we need a Fire Bears update.
Defensive wall is what we've turned into through 2 games, giving up the least amount of points in the league. So, got the really weird turn around and play these same 2 teams after Christmas. So, future's looking bright, guys. Future's looking real bright.
They're gonna have tape on you, man.
They are going to have tape. They're not going to add any players in between now and then, and they've got about 1 or 2 options on each team.
Oh,
so,
dear.
Well, we know how that's gonna go. I guess the other operative question is: Has Shep broken any girls' noses serving the volleyball yet?
we are a bye week. We will not be
Ah.
playing the volleyball again until the 20th of December, 5 days before we celebrate Yahweh. Know
I
what I mean?
seriously want to give him about 4 to 6 weeks and then let him come over to Maya's 11-year-old select team, which is a very entry-level select team because we like our money. I think there's only 2 to 3 girls that he would not absolutely dominate.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to the aggression gaining with him.
Hold on, really quick. Just I want you to know I am watching the chat. You
Oh,
guys
by
can
all
watch the
means.
chat too. You can see that on your screen.
I do know that, but I'm also producing the show and just generally lighting a
How
fire
do you see
under
it?
the
Do you gotta
ass of
go?
the
Do you
whole
gotta
thing.
go to the YouTube to see it? Or you
no,
just
Just
no,
watch
go
it?
over to the
on-
right side and hit comments.
Yeah, click on comments.
Oh,
Put
Alright,
your
I'm in.
names in there so I know who you are. I don't know what your screen names mean. I mean, I know Mike, but
Who
Hang on,
you
I
want
got
me
all-
to put my name in there? You don't
no,
know me.
not you. I'm talking to the chat. We're new to
Okay.
the live thing. I'm trying to figure out. Chat.
I can't do that. I can't log in today.
Did
Long
you?
story.
We
I
got
won't-
PJ.
I
We
won't
got
bother you.
PJ in there. We got Mike in there.
Hey, what's up, PJ?
That's great. We're acknowledging the chat, but they don't really have any contribution right now. You stop down the show
you
for
just
that.
hate the listener, is what you're saying. As
I
usual,
want the listener to
you are
contribute if they
known-
had a point or a question. Obviously, I'm here. Obviously,
You
I
are
am
known
the
for
one.
hating the listener.
Obviously, I am the one to hear and endorse and not obfuscate the way you're doing. Did you have anything other than to just say the chat is there?
No, I mean I'm acknowledging the
Let's go
listener.
on with
Like
the
I
show.
said, like
Let's
I
go
said,
on with the show. Let's go on.
Brad,
with
how
the
are you doing, man?
Man, I'm so good, Rye. You remember a few weeks ago we went to a soup off?
are you on cocaine right now? Listen,
And
are
you know what? I
Yes.
am making my second soup of the season now because soup off kind of was not the true kickoff of soup season, but soup season had just recently commenced at the time of the soup off. I had
I
just
am
made
here-
chili. Today I'm making pozole with chicken, not pork, because that's just what I had here. But we're going to do
Have
it.
you done?
It's gonna be good.
Have you used the soup mix yet? Is soup mix
Yeah.
come into play yet?
What's up
Not
with the
yet. I
soup
think
thing?
another couple of weeks we'll roll that out, and it's going to be
Yeah.
so good. And fuck you guys.
Hey,
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 sir,
are you on cocaine?
are
what-
you?
What is going
No.
on?
Sorry, Brad. Tell me about your soup.
I went to a second. I have in the winter or the fall season. I guess technically we haven't started winter yet. In the fall season, I have attended my second soup/chili off last night. Went to a what has become I think an annual tradition for my buddy TJ. He had a birthday. I was over in Jace's neighborhood, and for his birthday, he likes to do a chili cook-off. And the reason why I would say it's like a chili/soup cook-off is because you do on one side you do a traditional chili, and on the other side you do what's considered a non-traditional chili, and oftentimes that will turn into your chicken noodle or your bisque or whatever. And so I knocked down 12 chilies and soups last night, gentlemen.
That's impressive. That is very impressive. Where do you guys, because you know I love soup. This is an annual topic for us. Big believer in soup season. Where do you guys stand on taking something that's clearly not chili and calling it chili, like the white beans and chicken thing? Listen, if you want to take chili, which is protein, chili powder, or chilies of some kind, and cumin and onions, and maybe you put garlic in there in yours, and tomato and whatever, and you want to take your beef and flip it out with some kind of game, venison, or if you want to make turkey chili, that's chili. But if you take everything that makes chili out of, it's just like that. There's no such thing as white chili, and this is a part where white people need to stop. I don't think
Yeah,
it's chili.
Jace, you hear that? There's no such thing as white chili. I tend to agree with you. So I was just going by. So these people, the Edmondsons that I went over, they do that. Like I said, they've been doing this for a while. They've got a full blown score structure broken out. They provide you with a little like side tray of like if you want to make notes, or they'll give you the however many options are in there, and they'll make those lines, and so you can keep track. It's not just like you going and trying. There's like notes there, so you can go ahead and keep track of what you got going on. Then they got a scoring system with poker chips where your number one is this poker chip, and then your number two is this poker chip. But I suppose in theory, if you wanted to give it all to one place, you just put both poker chips in there, what have you. But they really go all out. And so I accept their verbiage of calling it non-traditional chili. Okay. But there
How
is
can you
nothing.
call something that has nothing? Why can't they just call it soup or stew? Why are
which
they
is
trying
fair.
to call it chili?
Because I think it started as mainly like a chili thing, and then some diet exceptions got added, and now we're trying to facilitate
Weak.
and and encourage.
Why she lost?
Yeah,
Okay.
Mike does make a good point. It does become stew at some point rather than
Yes,
chili.
obviously.
Yeah, it's
Obviously.
a stew or a soup if it's not got that same flavor
Now,
base that is
Where
considered
do we
chili.
stand when? So out of the quote unquote what we're calling non-traditional chilies, I think there was only one that would have been considered a non-traditional chili, and I think it's because they made like a chili base, but then they put in like vegetables instead of proteins and bean. So like they maybe some carrot, zucchini, and onion.
Veggie chili, which actually
Yeah.
sounds really good. Despite my reputation as a vacuum of unhealthy food, I love vegetables, man.
Gross.
That makes sense for you. Only way you're eating vegetables is if it's in like mayo and
You're the kid that they made broccoli and cheese for in the hopes that you'd eat two bites of broccoli.
Do you guys ever
Just
have
covered in a Rotel or like Rico's nacho cheese from the middle school football concession stand.
Yeah, we do. We over here we'll do like mayo veggie soup, which is tremendous.
I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning. 4 in the a.m.
I mean,
I didn't
did
work
you have
out.
diarrhea?
No diarrhea at all.
Listen, if you wake up before 6 and it's not because of vom or diarrhea.
It's a very dad reason. I'm gonna explain it to you.
Oh God,
Hold on,
here
can we
go.
guess?
Oh, by all means, go ahead. This is a good one.
Prostatitis.
Yeah, is
What
your
does that mean?
prostate enlarged?
No, stream strong. Matter of fact, I think it's because I've been up so early and done so much already, but I've pissed like 6 times already. It's only
Okay.
9:21.
Can we
well
ask for-
hydrated?
Can we ask?
Yeah. Oh, I'm a
questions
good
to get to
teammate
the-
right now, guys. Already had my creatine, my water. I've worked out.
Now, did you choose to be awake at this time or not awake?
Duty called, my man.
Oh, Rylan. Dad awake at 4 a.m. when duty called.
Did you put on a brisket or something?
Nope.
Did
Not
you
cooking related.
have a sick kid or a dog?
Nope.
that
I
threw
was
up
the
all
only
over
one.
the-
I was the only one that woke up. The dog did wake up because she hears me instantly. As soon as my foot hits the ground off the bed, no matter where she is in the house, she hears my foot hit the ground and she's like, "Oh, we got to go. Where are we leaving? It's the time to go." And she's gonna,
PJ's convinced you're about to brag about something, which I actually 1,000% agree with. There's something coming here that's going to make us all feel bad
what
about
could
ourselves.
what could somebody brag about waking up at 4:00 in the morning?
You're doing something like, oh, I
Am
put
I
up all
doing
the
a Quidditch
Christmas
check?
lights,
Hey,
or I
hey,
did my
no.
covered
People
covered
that
my
wake up
plants.
early, all they fucking do is brag about it. And
Yeah.
I'm sick of
Yeah.
their shit. Okay?
Yeah,
I'm tired.
we
of
get it.
All right.
We get
You're
it. You
not
would be
better- and I'm-
disappointed in me, Rylan, because I could not go back to sleep. I tried and I failed.
that's
I
tough.
tried
It happens
and I failed.
sometimes.
No, I don't know. I want somebody to figure out what the math formula is, but let's say typical human being like me, I'm up usually by 6:30 at the latest, 6 days out of the week. One day of the week, I'll sleep till like 7:30. Okay. And then I go to sleep at the latest, like 11 o'clock. So 6:30 to 11, how many hours in a day is that? That's
That's a lot of
15,
sleep, bro.
16 hours, right?
It's a lot of sleep.
I'm awake those 16 hours.
You growing?
Yeah.
You
I'm-
anemic?
I'm a big boy.
That's a lot of sleep, dog.
I'm awake. I'm awake those 16 hours.
No, I'm saying
Explain-
from 11 to 6:30 or 11 to 7:30 every day is a lot of sleep.
7:30 is once a week. Once a week.
You know
6:30
what I'm
is the
saying?
norm.
That's still a
Most
lot
of the
sleep.
time, it tends closer to like 5:30.
I'm doing like between 1 and 2 to 7 a.m. every day.
Okay, so just on average, those are my hours, right? Explain to me during those waking hours, why does the fire alarm the smoke alarm, why does it never go out during those hours?
Boy, if this isn't the just absolute most recurring dad topic, we could do a podcast just about only this.
Why on the earth of heavens, if it is in heaven as it is in earth,
Yes.
why, as we talked to you this Sunday morning, hath
Uh-huh.
the Lord
On the Lord's
smited
day,
me? Yeah, with Sabbath on even the Sabbath
in Advent.
for in Advent. when we're trying to do December birthdays. It's the week of my birth. And I was summoned at 4:00, and I guarantee you I heard the first or second beep because I'm one eye open. I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready. Jace,
Hustlers sleep one eye up.
Do
Jay-Z
you-
said it.
do you understand? I heard that first or second beep. I said that. Hey, I perked up right
Perk all up?
immediately. I was alert. I said, "Hey, did I hear a beep?"
Little
I
beep
sat there.
beep.
I sat there for a second. I rustled about. I sat there. Oh, I definitely heard a beep. I got to get up.
Did-
So then you
Adrenaline's
get-
flowing at that point, right? Or
No, because
adrenaline's flowing.
it does the one beep like every minute, right? It just goes beep.
Was
is
it
that a-
anger? Were you angry?
I was not angry. I was pretty sure I heard a beep, and I was thinking to myself, either it's the warning, or my first thought was, is it the carbon monoxide? Because I don't necessarily recognize the beep. Is the carbon monoxide one going off?
You know, none of us have ever experienced the carbon monoxide actually going off. And so we don't know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
We've all experienced accidentally setting the fire alarm off or smoke alarm because you were cooking
Oh.
something or whatever. So there's this whole like lack of education on we're all going to die of carbon monoxide poisoning, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad, check this out.
Okay.
Did you know that fire alarms fail at night more because the sensors get worse when it gets cold? Per PJ, he has a physics degree.
He makes bread and he knows all about smoke
He's-
alarms.
It's just
We're gonna have to talk about the online person that's like, hey, look, this is coming from a real ball knower, and then it's like 7 aisles of field from the thing that they're talking about. What has this got to do with physics?
Hey, is it your birthday today? Also,
No, it was actually Monday, and we went out to eat on Sunday night, and in between Sunday and Monday, I ended like maybe a 7-year vom streak. So
oh, why? How did we not lead the show with that? Dude,
yeah,
we
this
are
is
the
usually
show
the
of vomit
official show
streaks.
of who vomited.
Yes. What the hell?
me, I did.
What night was it?
Sunday night going into Monday morning. You want to talk about waking up at 4:00 in the morning? I went and I did the walk, right? I did the Rylan is having to hold his butt while we're on the podcast, running to the toilet. I did that walk, and then I got about almost all the way to the toilet, and I thought, oh, that's not what we're doing here. That's seems. I think we're going the other way with it. And then I sat there for a second. I said, oh, Jesus, here we go.
It's
And
here.
it was just a little. It was I think it was just really bad acid reflux. So
Guess who vommed on Tuesday night?
you
Wednesday night. I did. Long streak over for me too.
when did we see one another? Thursday?
It was
Did you guys give each other the vom?
no. We saw each other after vom. It was post vom.
My post your vom?
Post both of our voms.
It was Thursday, right? Wednesday or
Yeah, I
Thursday?
think so. Yeah.
I don't
Keep
remember.
this. This is really exciting content.
Sorry.
Talking about this.
Was
people
it
love vomit talk. They love
was it Stumbug? What was it?
I don't
Mike's Hard
know. I
Lemonade?
was I was a little Mike's Hard Lemonade, but I was laying down in that doesn't make sense, Mike. I was laying down in bed and all of a sudden got some chills and
Oh,
I
no.
thought I had a fever. I'm like, this is weird, man. I started feeling like my heart was racing. Heart
Oof.
rate was up to like 115 in the bed. Just
Hmm.
just a racing. You know what I'm saying, Rylan?
I do.
And this is weird. And I tried to just shake it off a little bit. So I got up and I got the chills. And I'm like, this is weird. And then I tried to go to sleep. And when you're real sick, you know that thing that happens where you're about to fall asleep, but your stomach wakes you up the second you're about to actually fall asleep? Like over and
No.
over again. This
Mm-mm.
happens to me. We're like, you're
If that
just
happens, you
about to
know
hit
you're
it.
done.
It's
if
over.
that
Yeah,
happens,
you
your
can't.
body's telling you.
Yeah, you're just praying that somehow this time is different and you're not going to vom, but it
Yeah, if I get woken up by the stomach, I don't go back to sleep until we've delivered that baby one way or another.
That's I was
Yeah.
gonna say you gotta go. You just gotta go have a seat in the bathroom
Yeah.
there. Gotta wait for something to happen. Be ready
Yeah.
to be ready to drop one or pivot.
Yeah.
Basically,
Keep
yeah,
your
well,
pivot foot active. establish the pivot.
I don't like to vomit into a toilet. I have this thing where I don't like to do that.
Excuse me now. Excuse me.
I don't like to
I
vomit.
can't believe I'm gonna have to leave in the middle of this.
I don't
What are
like
you
to
gonna? What are
vomit.
you doing? What are you doing? Get in the
Yeah, what
sink
the
all
fuck are you
disgusting?
doing? What
I-
the fuck are you doing?
I typically do. I know this is not. It's so much easier to do it that way, but
He's gonna
Here's the
regret
deal.
telling this story.
here's the deal. As you know, I've had a history of I'm a back surgery survivor. First of all,
Yeah,
you guys know that.
Uh huh.
So the concept of like being on hands and knees in a bathroom, like bent over vomiting for a long time was just not a possible thing for me. It's like,
Okay, because your back was messed up.
oh, I would have just it was a nightmare.
It wasn't a beta thing. It was like your back.
No, this is not like sitting down to go pee pee.
No, but I'm saying you didn't want to be like bent over, hands on your knee, hands and knees on the ground.
That's
like
a weird thing to say. That's a weird thing to say. But no,
you didn't want to be ass up, like face down in the toilet, because it's not a masculine position. You're saying it's not a masculine thing.
so my back would hurt, and especially when I'm a violent vomiter, like very violent. In fact, this most recent time, my whole house woke up because they could hear me.
Okay, good.
I can't do the. I'm not. Listen. I
Let
am
me
a
ask
pussy,
you:
man.
did the whole house hear you because you went out into the middle of the kitchen and grabbed the trash can?
No, I get a bucket when I know what's happening. We got a vom bucket, and I line the bucket with a trash bag.
Where do we
and then
keep that?
the vomit bucket.
Uh-huh.
It's out in the garage, but it never receives vomit touching the actual bucket ever. I would never vomit directly into a bucket.
I gotta go. Good luck with your vomit.
Thank you,
Bye.
Rylan.
Shout out to the stream boys.
Send
You can
us
log
pictures
off.
of
You
the
don't have
food.
to stay on. It'll do it. Just knock yourself out.
And so then I just I get rid of the trash bag straight into the trash, and it's over. But that way I'm comfortable when I'm throwing up, Brad. I'm comfy. You know what I'm saying?
Where? Give me a moment to process.
It's process.
What's that?
PJ also throws up in a bucket.
Where do you go?
Well, typically, if I'm laying in bed, I just have to sit up and vomit. That's what I do.
In a bucket with your lovely bride behind you.
Oh, absolutely.
Are you insane?
No.
Do you have carpet in your bedroom?
Yeah.
What about the splatter?
There is no splatter, bud. That's
Bud.
like. Do you pee
Bud.
on the seat?
No, but there's refractory. Ask the physician, the guy who's in physics.
No, I am really good at avoiding. There isn't. It is the dude. Listen to me. I don't mean to be gross, but
Oh,
the
now
fact
you
that
don't mean to be gross.
the fact that
Sitting
your
up
face,
in bed, vomiting
the-
in buckets
you put your
with
face
your
into
wife.
a toilet. Your face is so close to those particles, to the spirits that live
Uh-huh.
right there on the edge. You put your face and your mouth into that.
Yeah, but it's an evil fighting evil at that point.
No, it doesn't matter.
Everybody
Because
knows two negatives make a positive. Ask
No,
the guy
that's where
who's into physics.
that's where the evil enters into your body. As things come out,
The
that's a
evil
chance
is
for it to
already
come in.
there. When, like, for example, when you have COVID, you can't get cancer that week.
That's not how it works. Who
That's
told you that?
exactly how. That's medicine.
No, it's not medicine.
That is modern medicine.
I can't believe you're comfortable. Do you not like, dude? I'm shocked that there's anyone that's willing to put their face down there when they're not intoxicated.
Listen, it happens so infrequently that I don't really have a good fortified protocol. And I ain't getting I ain't keeping a vom bucket and then lining it. Like, especially this week, I had 30 seconds to figure out what was going on.
That's fair. If it's
Okay.
an unexpected, mine's always expected because I'm not an easy vom either. I'm a loud vom and I'm not an easy vom. It takes me
I
some time
walk-
to build up.
Because I go to a different bathroom when it's the middle of the night so that I'm not necessarily waking everybody up. And I got about halfway to that walk and I just stood in the middle of my house and said, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
this is not what we ordered. Then I looked at myself in the mirror and I looked, I looked, you know, I could
It's about to happen.
turn around, walk back to the other bathroom because the one, she wouldn't be great if she'd have heard Dad. And I didn't want to
Oh
wake up
yeah.
the whole
Oh,
house.
we know. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Did you tell her you did? Because I know she is not.
a couple days later, I think Mom may have shared it. But again, really, it was weird in that I stayed in the bathroom for like 15 minutes, but it was not like a full just release of the day's travels. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a,
So you're just on your hands and knees
oh yeah, twerking.
for 15 minutes.
Oh no, for just like 10 seconds. And then I kind of leaned up against the bathtub.
Oh God, is there a moment in a man's life that's more beaten than when you have to vomit? Like, is there ever a point where you are more vulnerable to attack than when you are?
For me, I think
into
it's,
your shower.
I've explained to you guys the way that I take care of the dog BMs in the backyard. I have a industrial sized
Don't call them
dustpan.
that. Don't call them dog BMs
Why not?
because that's too human.
It's all English. The dog, whatever, make you do's. And I put it all in like a industrial dustpan, and I have that dustpan lined with a trash bag, right? When I have to take that trash bag out of there and put it
Oh.
into another bigger trash bag, I
Oh.
feel like I'm always reviewing like what has happened in my life to lead to this point here. And am I making all the right decisions? Like I feel like this is the right way to do this, but I just don't know. So yes, that was the only thing. I would say that's the only thing that compares with what you're talking about. But it's been like years and years and years now.
Okay, but what I'm saying, and I've thought this, and chat apparently agrees with your term BM, which I don't, but I thought about this and in fact, I thought about this the night I was, consumed with the vom. If an intruder were to walk up to my front door,
Yes.
okay,
Uh-huh.
I could not defend my family.
This is
in the
where it
position
goes
of-
every time you start to feel something, though. You're always like, oh no, we're out here on the edge of the frontier. We are pioneers. And so if they come
What if
looking
a
for
bear comes in, dude? What if
if
there's a
there's a
Wolverine
pack
in
of
my house?
wolves or a
Yeah.
scout party out there, then we're just doomed.
What do I do, Brad?
Just goes
Should I
and
take a
knocks-
gun with me into the
I was
bathroom?
about to say, I think what you're going to start doing is go knock on Evan's door and say, hey, buddy, I'm going to need you to man the front door. Here's the piece. The chamber's already loaded. It's already got one in the chamber. Just stand watch right now while Dad goes and
just leaning
does
up
reverse
against the
doggy
wall,
in front of the toilet.
leaning up against the wall with a shotgun, hugging a shotgun as I'm sweating. I'm waiting for the vomit to come.
He goes to school the next day. He's all tired. What happened? Dad was vomiting last night. I had to watch the door with a gun.
Like a zombie
Mm.
movie.
Like everybody in Garland's just waiting to be like, when's the Southward House going to be up for grabs? When can we go loot them?
The purge
Boy.
starts as soon as I eat some bad sesame sticks.
Oh, what else, man? What else? I don't even
I'm sorry
know.
you threw up, man. That sucks.
I'm sorry. What are the odds that it happened to both of us in the same, what sounds like
I know.
72 to 96 hours?
Mine was not full on either. In fact, I don't think I ever got full release, but I did feel better after the partial and was like able to go to sleep at that point.
I mean, I felt better, but the next day I felt bad because I was up for like 2 hours. So just being up from like 3 to 5 a.m. is going to mess up any day. And then, we're old. So it takes you what, 3 weeks to get back on track? Not even human. Today, though, man, I couldn't go back to sleep. And I was just like, screw it. And I got up and did this little 7-minute workout that I do with some little osteoporosis Viagra dumbbells. They're not
the
like
shake weight. You do
No. Like they're like just you buy them at Target. They're like 15 pounds.
Yeah.
You're not putting there's no metal. Like I don't know. They just look real extra chair in a hotel room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Papa's on
It's
chair.
not a Papasan chair. What?
Can I ask you a question about something as we wind down the show here?
It's just the two of us. You might as well. I'm here for questions.
It's that season, the season, the Christmas season.
Stick.
And as you know, we both enjoy the TikTok from time to time. It's probably, I would say, both of our primary social media outlets. Would you agree, or are you more of an Insta guy?
Oh God, no. I think, and I don't know if I don't want to take your thing. I think Instagram is the worst of the content created, and that's only maybe
Yeah,
because
me too.
I'm not on Facebook at all.
Me
But
too.
like what I think it's the worst. Just the
Yeah.
absolute scourge on society. It's the worst.
Yeah, I think it's probably a generation behind us that's their favorite.
I used to think that it was like a generational thing. I used to think that the Instagram was just like maybe there for the olders, but it's so incredibly corny. It's so, and maybe this is just what I get served. So many husband and wife duos doing full-blown produced content, right?
Yeah, you're right, and I guess probably all of it is, but
And so much of it is like meant to be teachery and lectury and
yeah,
whatever.
but that's all. It's all of it. It is your algorithm, but that's not my point. On TikTok, there's a funny meme going around. It's one of my
Okay.
favorite recent ones, and it is a clip of John Hamm in a movie that he recently did.
No, it's a show, isn't it?
A TV show? I don't know where, but movie TV.
I think it's a
I don't-
show.
Okay.
Yeah.
The clip is it's him in like a club, like a dance
setting.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
There's
a
some
rave situation. Like some
music
beautiful
playing,
rave
yeah.
music, and he's got like a big cut across the bridge of his nose. He looks like
Yeah,
he's been through it.
Yeah, he's
And
fucked up too.
But he's vibing, man. And he kind of closes his head and puts his head back, and you see him kind of bounce to the music. And what people are doing is they're taking a topic and then like superimposing that to like show how much relief they have or how much they enjoy whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
That they started the video.
When
with.
I open the fridge and there's still some sweet potatoes from Thanksgiving.
Just a right to John Hamm vibing in the club, dude. Eyes back, and I love it. It's hilarious, and there's a bunch of really good stuff there that I relate to. Well, one that I saw last night, I wanted to bring to the show because it was it was a mom, and it was like mom, and then sorry, on the screen would pop up like different words, and it would say like prepping Christmas breakfast, making sure that all the presents are wrapped, making sure the house is clean for when visitors come over, making sure that everyone has all the presents they asked for. And it's like all these things that moms do pre-Christmas. And then it flashes it says dad on Christmas morning, and it's John Hamm just like vibing, feeling good while mom is done.
Not a care in the world.
Not a care in the world. Mom has done everything to make this moment so special for you as dad and the entire family. You've done nothing, and then you wake up on Christmas morning and you just get to enjoy the fruits of her labor. And it made me think, like, I wonder if that is it must be, because there were a lot of comments on there that found it relatable. But I wonder if that is why does that happen?
So if you want to celebrate Christmas, you're already veering way into the traditional path, right?
True.
Like that's a very like traditional, if you're gonna decorate your house, if you're going to make the foods, if you're going to go to church and do all of the extra, Christmas parties and or Christmas school activities, if you're doing all of that stuff, you're probably already skewing into what we would consider a traditional American like family unit, right?
Yeah, like one husband, two wives, like the normal thing.
Husband, secret wife, secret other family
Right.
on the other side of the county, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that that also would be consistent with like I go to work, you stay home, and if you're going to be at home, you're going to be decorating the house, you're going to be baking the cookies, you're going to be buying the gifts, you're going to be putting the picture cards to send out to everybody and let the family know how the family is doing for the year. Like you're going to do all of those things probably because you have the time and or because that's like what your family did when you were in a traditional family type setting. So I don't know. Over here, she certainly carries the bulk of it. But like I feel like as like so like say decorating, I do a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
She does a lot of the orchestrating, if you will, right?
Yeah. Right, the design.
Yeah. So she's placing stuff particularly, and if she needs help like getting something up high or lifting something heavy, I'm there. We're participating in that. Today, I'm going to go do the grocery shopping for the baked goods. She's going to do the baked goods. There have been years in the past where we do like send out the Christmas card to everybody, and either I'll design it and she'll be responsible for mailing it, or I'll mail it and she is responsible for getting it together and whatnot. So we split it pretty evenly with a lot of things, but like she's definitely running front man on gift buyings and coordinating that, like starting in fucking July with keeping notes on what people have said. Hey, I would like that, or I'm into this now. And I think that's just one, she likes to do that. I will help out, but if it was left to me, I would not approach it the way she does. And I think we both understand like where, like what, if it was left to me, she wouldn't feel comfortable. So rather than dealing with it like that, she would just rather do it herself. And so I kind of help, but like certainly when it comes to gifts and making sure everybody gets what they want what they want and everything, she is by far leading the charge on that.
Yeah. See, the way that I think it should work is you have like this set list of things that have to get done for a successful execution of Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And you should divide and conquer based on what people enjoy, right? So if one part of the partnership really loves the idea of like picking gifts and shopping and doing that stuff, they should get to own that if they want, right? Like,
yeah,
that should, like, go have fun, enjoy it. And then if there's another piece that someone else enjoys, they should get to do that. And then all the stuff that nobody enjoys, that's where you have to give it to your wife. Split it up is what I was going to say. Yes. And that's where you split it up and sort of have a good partnership, right? So that there's no one that's upset or feels like that they don't get to enjoy the season, right? They don't get to enjoy the season.
So over under real quick.
Yeah.
December 14th. Have we had one, or let's say, have we had two? Hey, here's what I'm gonna need from you. Or are we at the stage already where it's like, hey, I'm just gonna be honest. It feels like we get to this time of year and you don't really.
No, that has not happened. But I am very engaged in the process. I'm making sure that I stay engaged. I make sure that I'm playing a part here, because what I don't want is the aftermath. What I don't want is to not do what needs to be done and then have to not hear about it until well after.
Mm-hmm.
And then the aftermath, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the age that our families are at, I think everybody has it understood, like kind of what you said, like what needs to be done so you can be aware of it. I do think you only gain that experience though is because you went through some bumps. You had some. Maybe I didn't realize we were kind of treating it like this, and now I've kind of heard a couple years in a row that this takes a toll. And so, like, how do we figure that out? And then there's the whole, it's not that a lot of stuff needs to be done. Maybe your approach could change. Okay, that's my. No, you're right. You're right. Not this feedback is not a gift. That's my bad. That's totally my bad.
Not all feedback is a gift.
Yeah, certainly in the gift giving season. Speaking of gifts and let's say things that kids want and Christmas time and toys and whatnot.
Sure.
You've got two boys, and I'm going to draw the distinction between my experience with a boy and a girl at this point. Okay. Maybe it's been similar for you. Maybe it hasn't. I would like to hear from you. It's been my experience that boys are really good at getting into things. So like when they're into a thing, they're into a thing. They're kind of not just half-assed about an interest, right? So if we're into basketball, we're into basketball cards, we're into basketball video games, we're into basketball shoes, we're into basketball clothes, we're into basketball movies. Now we want to dress like Uncle Drew literally every day. We are into basketball. If we're into fishing, I've been studying baits. I need this particular hat because my favorite streamer who fishes wears this hat. I would like to try this type of bait. I saw this tackle box when I typed in fishing tackle boxes on Google. I would really like it. I know that this time of year there is rainbow trout in Texas and they can live during winter. So we're really into it. Okay. Does this track with the way things work at your house?
I would say so. Yeah. I think that, I wonder if that's just a kid thing. I'm trying to think if my daughter does the same thing.
Because my daughter will be into things, but she's into things and they like have walls and like boundaries about them. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
It's not like every conversation I'm going to have with you now is going to be about Taylor Swift. Like, I'm really into Taylor Swift. That doesn't mean you're going to get hit with 19 different Taylor Swift requests and factoids every time I come out of my room.
Yeah, but your son has always been a very good communicator. Like he enjoys communication. He seems to really love human interaction with people. Like,
Buddy, we went and even so, like 100% what you're saying is true. His soccer coach has deemed him the mayor. Okay, he gave him the nickname the mayor, and that's because every time we're coming to a sporting complex or leaving a sporting complex, Shep always knows somebody on a team and walks up and is like, "Hey, dude, what's going on?" We're leaving the field. Another team is coming onto the field. Shep's dapping somebody up from the next teams that are playing because he knows somebody. And it's because in these sports type settings, Shep will just go up and start talking to you. If it's basketball camp, Shep's leaving there with 10 cards, a network, and he knows who's who, where they're from. They got a little brother. He knows their little brother. And so when you do that enough times, we're all going to the same places for all these damn sports. He always knows somebody. At the team we're playing in basketball, I went to basketball camp with that kid. Oh, I know that kid from soccer. I know that kid. We played against him flag football, you remember? And he's friends with and he knows somebody. So the soccer coach calls him the mayor. That's 100% true. But we went and did like fucking JC Penney photos last week, the old school, go into the studio. And
that's nice.
There's just a kid sitting with his family, right? Shep just goes and sits down with the family next to the kid and is like, "Hey, what's up? You getting your picture taken? Do you see there's a family in there with a cat right now? They're taking pictures with the cat." So they go, the two of them go watch the family with the cat taking a picture, and they just sit there and laugh and talk about it. Like it's just him. You're very accurate to say that.
Yeah. He's always been like that.
But dude, when he gets into something, it takes over the whole house. So I'm typically very supportive. I think we all are. We know this is his way. He's going to talk to us about it. He's going to tell us about it. He's going to ask us about it. He's going to show us YouTube videos about it. He's going to turn it into his joke series. Like, we know. So when he gets into something that you're not fucking into at all, dude, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Have your kids brought home anything that you're just like, dude, I can't get into it?
Absolutely.
Can you name a thing? Because I want to see if this has crossed your path. Can you name one thing?
I can name 50 things. Pokemon is a big player in my home right now.
You just can't get into that at all from like a card perspective or anything?
I try. I mean, I'm trying, but it's difficult. It's not coming naturally. Let me think. There's, well, you know what? I'm not going to say. Here's what I'm not going to say.
Say it.
One day my kids are going to listen to this, and I want
Yeah,
them
it's
to
fine.
think that
Safe
everything that they're
space.
into. No, it's not
Safe
a safe
space.
space. Yeah, but it happens all the time. Yes, to answer your question, it happens all the time. Yes, and I have to do a good job of pretending.
We are in one right now where I think I got maybe 24 hours left of pretending before
tell me.
my contempt and derision. I saw this thing I'm about to tell you about maybe 10 years ago on the line. And I thought, oh, cool. People being creative with their life and with social media and doing different stuff. My man is full-blown head over heels into fingerboarding.
That's funny, dude. I have never understood fingerboarding.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
I always thought it was a bit. I always thought it was like a thing that people did to like make fun, like it was a funny like Tom Green thing. I didn't realize it was a real thing. It's a real thing.
Dude, fingerboarding has its own competitive community.
It's like I look at fingerboarding the same way I look at like the national air guitar competition that people do.
Yeah, the fingerboarding, the national air guitar, the hobby ponies, like LARPing, like
Does he get all excited? He's like,
dude. I don't know what happened.
dude,
Like
I
a week
wanna
or two,
please
somebody-
videotape yourself watching him fingerboard across like a half pipe, and you have to act interested and excited. Please.
dude, I think somebody gave him one at school, and then he won one. Like, you know, when the teachers will be like, pick something from the treasure chest, and he picked one of those, and now he's telling me which ones are good, like the ones that he wants us to buy that
The
are like,
boards?
yeah, the different boards. They'll be like $40 and $50.
No.
And then the ones that are made out of wood are better than the plastic ones. And we're just over here, and it's everything I have in my fucking dad body to just be like, dude, the noise that these things make is just fucking.
I think it's when they videotape themselves and it's just like a close up of the board and their fingers on the board, that kills me. Like I can't stop laughing at that.
There are so many videos, and what you need to understand is there is a tremendous amount of there. We need to come up with a term for it. Okay. There is a tremendous amount of, I don't know what else to call it other than like jack off skill. Like it's not really athletic. It's not really like the peak of like coordination. But like if you think you're just going to take your your middle finger and your index finger and just start doing stuff, I'm here to tell you, you're wrong. You're 100.
God, no. God, these people put years into this.
Years.
Of training.
Years. And you see these long developed like 8-minute run videos. Like that's an insane person. That person is not well. And when you start to think about it, what's so different from like yo-yos, which I always thought were completely beaten.
It's the same. It's the same type thing.
I
You're right.
always thought like if
Of
you were
course they're beaten.
if you're into yo-yos, I think like did you get hit a lot? That's
You're a
what I think.
pedophile.
No, it's one of those things where like how do you get good at yo-yos and what are the settings? And so I feel like that person was probably just told to go to their room a lot.
Well, a yo-yo is like a 1950s toy. There weren't as many options in the 50s.
Yeah, but there's a lot of 45-year-olds who are good at yo-yos and had a
Yeah.
yo-yo phase.
There's a niche for everybody, man. Like fingerboarding.
I'm telling you, dude, I have not been more beaten by something this kid has brought. Like he's asking me every weekend to go fishing and take him fishing. And I know how to bait a hook and I know how the ponds to go to around here. And like I can be serviceable as fishing dad. Okay. Not interested in it at all. But I like
Why don't you get him an actual skateboard and see if he likes doing that?
he has one or two already, dude.
Oh, okay. Just he likes to.
Which is what Molly is like, dude, why can't you just be cool and do real skateboarding? Like she said something along the lines of like, why don't you real skate? Go hurt yourself. Is that PJ asking me what do I think about hacky sack?
Yeah, that's PJ.
I think hacky sack came along at a point in time in my cultural awareness where I associate it with like young burnout college activity. And so I think it has a whole other dimension. If you're telling me you are a hacky sack like if you just randomly were talking and you're like, oh yeah, I'm really into hacky sacks, then I think it probably does veer a lot towards yo-yo. But you don't ever just see like a very casual communal situation where somebody is maybe passing some trees around and then we're also just hacky sacking in the park.
The Venn diagram with weed smoking and
Well, I think of hacky
it's
sack
gotta
like
be-
in the disc golf family, you know?
yeah,
Like
also a big weed sport. Yeah,
yeah, like that, whatever that, and a lot of those people probably did actually have a skateboard phase in there too. If you
Yeah.
want to disc golf, hacky sack, like
they're just kind of chill. They're chill sports that are just kind of you hang out with your buds and you have some fun. It's great.
and you're
No
like into
competition.
it, but it's not. You're into it, but it's almost like it's not a personality trait. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like
fingerboarding.
I think fingerboarding, LARPing, karate class kid, like
Uh-huh.
Cub Scout kid, like these are all like personality types. You know where I'm going? I don't think hacky sack and disc
It's a
golf,
community. It's a community, I think, with those other things.
which I think hacky sack and disc golf kind of is too, but like it's not
Is
like
it?
it's not like a personality defining part. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't interfaced with it enough. I wish he was into hacky sack.
God, me too. Because, well, actually, I don't. Because the joy I'm going to get from you having to watch fingerboarding is more than I could even ask for Christmas. Hey, chat.
Before we jam it on out of here, chat, do you have anything that needs to be addressed? Do you have any questions for the host?
Are you upset at anything?
Just if there's something that needs to be revisited upon, or if you need just anything, now's the time before we bang this into the horizon here.
Now, once you hit the outro while we wait, that way we can let people hear the music. I can't believe Mike got his own beat. You understand how big his head's going to be now?
A couple things in reference to Mike. He did seem genuinely grateful to be on our stupid little podcast, so that was nice.
Yeah.
And then I told Cortland, like, hey, look at you. I'm sure you're going to make Mike's day. And his exact quote was, it's an honor. So
What did I say?
I just don't want to oversell it. One, if you do want to be on the show in the future, you general listener, either in the stream or hearing this recorded, I don't want to oversell it. One, if you want to be on the show and you get to be on the show, I'm not guaranteeing that you get to stay around for the whole hour like Mike, and I'm certainly not guaranteeing that you get a beat. So I'm just want to throw that out there in case
We don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah. So like I don't want to, like I feel like the bar for the one-off dad has been raised real high. And
Yeah.
I just
Mike did a
like,
good job.
temper everybody's expectations, okay?
Jace.
I miss Rylan when he leaves the show, you know?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What do you think he's doing right now? Just face first in a bowl of Jello.
No, my thought is he is chatting somebody up in the line waiting for I wonder, do they go like a buffet or do you sit down?
Oh, I think you got to go buffet at a church, right? They're not going to deliver food.
Like
either.
having servers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So he's in line right now, making jokes and telling people, yeah, I saw South Lake. We're gonna actually go to the Hamilton game later this week, and some sort of nonsense one-off fact about Hamilton that nobody really has access to, but it's amusing
And
enough that he's gonna share it.
And his story just continues to veer off course.
Yeah,
with,
we're
like,
talking
details about the
store
time.
owners that I
Yeah.
grew up with, and,
Yeah.
and then Leona
love
Box obviously gets a mention, and
We love that about Rylan.
yeah. For Brad, for Rylan, you don't shake babies, just so everybody knows. I see that in the chat. Rylan is not shaking babies and doing the finger trick on somebody's wife's hand. It's not.
No, he once said that. Is that you, Corlin? Is that who's can't interact with? We got to figure out the comment situation because he couldn't. We can see his comment, but nobody else can.
How about that?
Oh yeah, look at that. That's kind of neat. We should do that next time.
Or how about this? Or how about that?
Yeah, it looks
Or how
exactly the
about
same.
this? Or how about that? For Brad, for Rylan, for Jason. Human Dads 252. Thank you for those who joined us on the stream. I think we're going to continue to make this a regular effort. As always, tell your mom, bring the bread, season your bacon, mix in a tortilla, go to Arby's, climb the ladder, keep it tight, spread your neck, put a bow on it, freeze your hot dog.
God damn it. I just once want you to forget that ever happened. I tried to be vulnerable with you and my friends on a private podcast, and now you use that against me every day.
You knew exactly what you were doing. You were
Trying to add
saying
some content for the show.
You were saying in your head, best case scenario, we will be reminded of your aunt, cousin,
Second
Your-
cousin, actually.
your cousin having a good old time with a ballpark Frank.
All right.
Frozen.
End the show.
Next week, gonna do a little Debbie update. So look forward
Oh,
to that. Got
we
probably
have a new one.
Got 4 or 5 in the chamber that I've
Damn.
got some reviews on, buddy. So we'll holler at y'all then. Hopefully we can do the show. We're not here to. Usually what we do is I hit in stream and then boom, we start planning the show. But Rye's not here. He's got a face full of waffles going on right now. So we'll holler at you hopefully next week. Bye-bye.
Bitch.